Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Market Voice. Everybody wants to win in their lives, and most people who are really desirous of winning also are ready to put in lot of efforts, a very honest attempt and sincere efforts towards winning their objective. But still, we all know not everybody win, in spite of all of those people who really put in sincere and honest effort behind that. In fact, that is the real truth which we all have to know. Everybody wants to win, but we should also know back of our mind that not everyone will win. It's only the few who will ultimately end up winning. But then it's not just that, only such of those few people who are really intelligent or experienced or skilled or have put in honest hard work behind that. It is so many people who really put in lot of hard work, who put in sincere efforts, but still they don't end up winning, right? So even in Bhagavad Gita we see Krishna saying that you just do your work and do not expect the results. Why has he said that? It is important we should know. The Bhagavad Gita talks of doing our karmas and doing our activities without much expectations, only because the truth of the life is, we all know, not everybody can win. So when you start doing something with expectations and when you do not get those things, then you will be disappointed, then you will be dejected, then you will enter into the negative phase of losing and not feeling good about it. Some kind of bitterness will start emerging out of you, which will again is bad for you only. So with that objective, Krishna has very clearly said, do whatever it takes, put in your 100% effort, put in your hard work, be skilled in your activity, but at the same time do not expect to win all the time, because that is the law of nature. The law of nature is only few can be winners and not everyone. So with that premises, we will see what does the art of war as written by SunTzu has to say on this aspect of winning. In fact, SunTzu very clearly says in the 3rd chapter, the 17th treaty talks of the 5 essentials for victory. In fact, Bhagavad Gita says there are 5 aspects to win, and the 5th aspect is the real luck. If you watch my videos on Bhagavad Gita, in one of the video I have said what are all the factors for being successful, how a person can become successful in his endeavor or in his activity. Krishna says in one of the chapter there are 5 aspects, and here also SunTzu in his book The Art of War says there are 5 essentials for victory. What are those? Today we will look into the first one. Among the 5, we will see the first essential for being victorious, and that is, he says, he will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. Who will win? He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. So it is very important. How do we map this wisdom to our trading activity? We should know when to take trade and when not to take a trade, when to be in the position and when not to be in the position. It's very, very important for every trader. He should know what trades he should take and what trades he should just let go of without even entering into that position. So as a trader, do you have a mechanism or rules written down when you will take your trades? Do you have a very specific conditions or parameters defined on when you will enter into your, it could be long trade or a short trade? There are only two types of trades in the industry. Either you will be long or you will be short, and the third type is no trade. So for a trader to be successful in the long run, one very important aspect for him to predefine is he should know very clearly when he will take a trade and when he will not take a trade. Maybe your strategies are based on breakouts, maybe your strategies are based on crossovers, maybe your strategies are based on momentum. No matter what is your strategy, are you having a very clear cut idea on when you will enter into a trade and when you will let go of the trade? Because every trade will not be a winner, so you need to pick only a high probability trade, and whether you will win or not, you will not know at the time of entering into the trade the result. Like Krishna said, you will know only later. Only at the end of the trade will you know whether you made any profits or losses as part of that trade. So it's very important. We all know, like, I have said this in my earlier videos also. There are only probability based trades. There is no certainty based trades. That is why risk management becomes very, very important. If there is a 100% certain trades, then there is no risk involved. You will just silently enter the trade, book your profits and come out of it. But there is no strategy anyone has discovered yet which is working 100% of the time, which means there is no holy grail, there is no secrets in the stock market. It's just that you have to know, like, the probability of the trades. What is the probability of your trade? How often has your strategy made money for you? Even if you have a strategy which is about 60 to 75% right, then you have a very good chance of making a big money out of stock market by applying proper risk management on top of your strategy. The first foundation is strategy. The second one is you can optimize your strategy, the same 60% strategy or a 70% successful strategy, through very excellent risk management systems. If you can deploy a good risk management system on a fairly successful strategy, then that is a very high potential winning setup. So it is important you should know which trade to take and which trade not to take. SunTzu here is talking of the 5 essentials for victory, and the very first essential is, he says, he will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. Very directly we can map it to our trading activities here. We should know when to take a trade and when not to take a trade. Simple and period. So this is with respect to the first point of the 5 essentials. Let us see the other points in the coming days. Until then, Om Swasti.